Hello again, everyone. This is Zombie Kids Rule, and I'm back. I just want to do a second demo of this Sudoku type game that I've been messing around with. The first demo I did, and it was basically I had three puzzles that I had built into it, and then I added a feature now where the player can choose their own hints. And then I added a reset button. So there's still more I'm doing with it, but I want to show this second demo of this additional feature, and then hopefully I'll have time to start posting some multi-part tutorials of how I built this. So let me just show you this new feature here. And sometimes I don't have sound in my demos simply because I'm making them in a time when I can't. There's too much background noise. So here's the new feature. So still have this ability to move around, and I'm going to go ahead and click this switch here. And now I have an additional option. I can pick an easy puzzle, a medium puzzle, a hard puzzle, or I can choose my own hints. So I'm going to choose my own hints, and then we get some warning text here about how you could make the puzzle harder depending on which hints you pick. And then, a classic Sudoku puzzle has to have at least 17 hints for there to be a unique solution. And then the standard puzzle apparently has 25 hints. So what I did was I said, well, you know what? Let's play around a little bit. I have 28 hints, 25 hints, 21 hints, 17 hints, and then go down to 14 hints. The way this works is I'm just going to click one, say 21 hints. Now I have to pick one of my puzzles, puzzle 1, 2, or 3. So I'll just pick puzzle 1. And then it's going to go through the text about how to play the game, which I showed in my previous demo. And then what this allows you to do is this tells you number of hints remaining to choose, 21. I can click on any box that I want, and it will reveal the hint. So you can see the box numbers are going down. If I click on this, it doesn't let me change it, of course, and it doesn't take away a hint. So I can basically choose which hints that I want. Okay, and again, I can't click on it. My numbers are going down. I can click on any box that I want to reveal my own hint, right? And then we'll go here. Now I have no more hints left. Now now it's just going to do regular puzzle selection, right? Click on something, navigate my little things, and I do my thing, right? I'm not actually solving this. I can reselect a number and change it, or I can reselect a number and change it to 0, and it turns back to a white box. And I also added this reset game. So it says, are you sure you want to give up? Yes. It resets the whole puzzle. I can click here again, and now I have my choices. So I can choose my own hints. Again, this time I'll go with 28. I'll just pick random. I don't remember what puzzle I picked. Let's pick puzzle 3. Doesn't really matter. Gives me my how to play the game messages again. And then again, I can just randomly select any hints that I want. Okay. And obviously there's a ton of hints here with 28, right? I've got a whole bunch of hints that I can play with. And then eventually, right, we'll get down to, okay, there's my last hint. So there we go. Now I have no more hints, and now the puzzle behaves just the way it normally would, right? I just randomly select things, okay? And again, I can go back and rechange something to a different number, or I can change it to a 0, and it will reset it to a white box. And I can reset the game. Okay. And then, or I can not reset the game. And then the other thing I showed in the demo, it still works the same way, is when I click the solve solution, it quickly checks and it says, hey, out of your columns, you have 9 errors, right? Out of your rows, 9 errors. Out of your groups, 9 errors, because I haven't finished any of the puzzle. And then as I go through, it will this will change when I click on a box and make a new selection, right? And then if I were to go here and just randomly just select things. Actually, it's going to it'll be an error because, again, because it will check to see if I have repeated numbers or things. So even though I have a full column, when I check again, I still have 9 errors because this is wrong. And then I can reset the game, and everything should go back to normal, and I can choose a different puzzle, right? I can go back to one of the regular puzzles, and the hints show up for me, and then I can just solve it the way I normally would, right? Just like that. So same thing. So that's the new features, or I should say the new feature is allowing the player to select their own hints. There's a reset button, and I'm still messing around with this. I think I might try to build in something with a timer where you have say 5 minutes, and once the timer reaches 0, then it starts counting up to see how much longer it takes you. And then however many seconds or something that it takes you to solve the puzzle beyond your initial timer, maybe that detracts from your score, right? So maybe you start off with a score of 500 or something. I don't know. I'm still messing around thinking about that to see if I want to do some sort of timer and scoring thing. And then I'm also going to experiment with maybe changing this from numbers to icons. So rather than having a traditional Sudoku puzzle of 1 through 9, having actual icons instead. And then having it that way to see if it has a different experience for the player, where you're picking, from 9 standard icons instead of numbers. So anyway, that's just where it is. Again, I just wanted to show this additional feature in the demo, and then as I have time, hopefully I'll be able to start making some multi-part tutorials of how I built this. This is all eventing, and a couple scripts. I'm sorry, a couple plugins that come default with MZ, and then just a few scripts. Everything else is just conditional branches, variables, switches, things like that. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful, and I will get something up as far as the tutorial goes as I continue to play with this. Thanks a lot, folks, and hope to see you soon. Bye.